I'm Shaheen Samavati from Tech.eu. I'm here with Verne Harnish. He's the founder of the Entrepreneurs Organization as well as the author of Scaling Up. Thank you for being with us here at Ange in Porto. So now please tell me a little bit about what you're working on and what brought you here today.
Well, you know, there's 11,000 startups an hour around the world, so Shaheen, we're not hurting for new companies. The challenge is how do we get these companies to scale up? And so for the last 20 years, we've got 210 partners around the world, 6 continents, working with a couple thousand companies at any one time, seeing if we can get them over that $1 million, $10 million, and $100 million mark. Now we're bundling it all together, and we're going to go into 150 cities over the next decade and help them install what we're calling scale-up ecosystems to augment their already robust startup ecosystems like they've got here in Porto and in Lisbon.
Okay, and how long have you been doing this?
That new initiative, we've been at this for 34 years, but this new initiative we just kicked off in Kansas City last year, and we're going to roll it out to 4 more cities this year.
Okay, and what brings you here to Porto today?
Well, first of all, I've been to 77 countries, but have never been in Portugal, and I live nearby in Barcelona, Spain, and so it was an opportunity to come here, and they're working with scale-ups today, and so having a chance to meet with them and share some of our knowledge.
Right, and it sounds like you've got a lot of experience helping companies scale, and what would be some of your top tips for companies here in Portugal who are reaching that stage?
Yeah, well, you know, the first thing is you need to own a very narrow, hyper niche within a marketplace, where you've got 70% market share within a very small piece of a broader market. And so we're looking for that in these presentations that are being given here this morning. Number 2, the importance of finding who are the top 25 influencers in that industry that you can get on board, whether it's the right media partners, reference clients that are then going to allow you to tell your story much broader. And so we'll be looking at those 2 things.
So do you think that these strategies for how to scale is something that any business owner can learn? I mean,
they are. In fact, the number 1 barrier we found to scaling up is education. Nobody, I have an MBA and never really learned in it. I learned how to run a large company, but not how to scale up a company. And it's a whole different set of challenges when you're on that high growth part of the S-curve than when it flattens out. And
right.
So we've been teaching it successfully for 34 years, and we know how to do it.
Right. So what's kind of your methodology? Because I think a lot of, like in business school, I also did an MBA, you get a lot of theory, you know, but do you get more into the practical details on actual strategies on?
Yeah, well, you know, I'm a mechanical engineer by training, and I'm a big Buckminster Fuller fan who said, you can't really change the way people think, all you can do is give them tools, the use of which will change their thinking. So we've created a toolkit that's almost a plug and play, fill in the blank, kind of thing that helps you then build out the systems and the teams and the execution practices that are necessary for you to scale up.
Okay. And yeah, what's your opinion of the Portuguese ecosystem, and what do you think it can do to grow?
Well, first of all, it's an unbelievably beautiful city and location and country. And if you're looking to try to attract talent, they're interested in those kind of lifestyle decisions. Plus the cost of living here is so unbelievably less than Silicon Valley and New York and some of those other, or London. And so I think there's a real great opportunity. We were talking about last night with some of the city leaders. They just need to get a video put together to show just unbelievably how amazing in Silicon Valley and San Francisco this area of the world is.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah, any closing comments you would like to make for the startups?
I think what we're trying to do is convince cities that the real heroes that they need to focus on are not necessarily the startups, but those that are out there scaling up. And that a lot of them are unknown companies that have been existing for 10, 15, 20 years that they need to be able to kind of draw out, make heroes, and begin to show some support. So we're just trying to shift the thinking from startups to scale-ups.
Okay, well, great. Thank you for your comments.